If you are watching my video right now, I'm so excited. Like, God has finally remembered us. He has given us rain, and our temperatures have really calmed down. So there is life in the poultry house. Like, unlike those days when I've been sharing with you guys, it's a hot season over here. My birds are struggling with water. The temperatures are very high. Right now, the temperatures are cool, and the birds are really fine. We really thank him. So you are welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, as you see me excited, I'm going to talk about how to care for your layers and then you get very good production, like very many eggs, and the production levels keep high. Like, so many people have been asking me, you have a few birds, like they're not really very few, there are many, but then the production rate is high, like compared to when you have a lot of birds and then they're laying production, the production rate is like at maybe 50%. So I'm going to share these tips with you. I've been sharing some of them in the previous videos, but this is special for my dear viewer who requested for it. You are welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Asperia, a very passionate poultry farmer, and also farming in other aspects like vegetable gardening, banana plantations, coffee growing, and I'm also a content creator. I do content on marriage, relationship, and other things that matter. So this is a very good channel for you. Let's get right into the video without wasting a lot of your minutes. And so the reason you see that white light in the background, it's a cool evening over here, and I have already switched on these lights for these birds. You know, light helps in stimulating the egg production in the bird. They don't love darkness, by the way. So I switch off this light at around 10 p.m. in the night, and then they go to sleep, and I wake up early and give them feeds, and you know, they start laying eggs for another day. And so the very first thing I'm going to advise you, if you really want your production to go high, maybe you have really just bought your birds and you are brooding, I'm going to give you these tips. So the very first thing I'm going to tell you, if you want your production to be high, give them appropriate feeds. Okay, if you are mixing feeds on your poultry farm, make sure you buy concentrates from reliable, proven suppliers that are authentic. There are so many people that are selling feeds on black market, and these feeds, you don't know the content in it. They do not have even a stamp, but so many people, because they buy, since they are cheaper, they buy them on black market, and then they want to, you know, use them in the poultry farm, and eventually you find that the production is really not doing well. So if you are mixing feeds, make sure you buy concentrates from authentic dealers, people that have been selling these feeds and people have used them. Other farmers, you have good testimonies, successful stories about people who are using those feeds. And then if you are still buying mixed feeds, be sure that you are also buying from authentic dealers. I have seen some feeds in town, when you check and ask them the concentration, like what is the content of the feeds that they are selling, they actually do not know, because sometimes people are just making business. They just go get their maize bran, mix their mukene, and when you come, maybe they have just put silverfish, you see it colored changed, you see the color changed, and you be like, this is a good layers mash, and you just buy. Are you really sure? Ask that person, which concentrate are you using? You know, look around and be able to tell that this is an authentic dealer. Don't just be cheated. There are so many people who are selling feeds of poultry, but they are really not authentic. So if you really want to do a commercial farming, make sure you are dealing with authentic dealers of feeds. And then another thing, if you are mixing feeds on your poultry farm, make sure you're using right concentrates, and then you are using right measurements. Sometimes you find people buy like one bag of concentrate and they want to mix 700 kilograms of maize. So you find that you have given a very less concentration of the feeds, of the nutrients, and then they do not benefit this bird. It's actually like eating only maize bran. You find you want to, you know, save money on maize, and then you use a lot of maize bran. Like so many things that we do to cheat ourselves on our farms. So make sure you're giving these birds appropriate feeds. And then number 2, make sure you vaccinate your birds. Now, vaccination is expensive. That one I will tell you. Some vaccines are cheaper, some are not cheaper. But like I said, make sure you vaccinate. Now, like I said, vaccination is very expensive, but it is very important. Okay, some of the vaccines are not expensive, they are really cheap, but it helps you. Like when you have vaccinated your birds, just know that when a disease comes, it is not so severe like when you have not vaccinated. Now, I'm not saying that vaccination will stop diseases from coming. They will still come on your farm, but they are not so severe and they are manageable sometimes. So make sure you vaccinate. It helps in boosting the immunity. Complete the vaccination schedule, give those booster doses, and make sure you deworm those birds like regularly, so that when in case they get sick, the immunity is somehow strong. And then number 3, biosecurity measures. You guys, biosecurity is something that is really hard to do, but it is doable. It is good for you to have disinfected water in your poultry farm, so that whenever you pass around, you disinfect your gumboots, you disinfect yourself, you have a sanitizer. Before you touch the birds, make sure you are clean. You have washed your hands with soap, you have disinfected yourself with a disinfectant, you have disinfected the poultry house. In case visitors come on your poultry farm and they must see, your birds, let them be disinfected. But it's not really a guarantee that your visitors should just be around your poultry house, because some of them have eaten chicken, they are from different hotels, different places, their shoes have stepped different places. You never know which disease they carry, so do not just allow people to just come and touch your birds, carry around. When you disinfect yourself, like even disinfect the poultry house and have disinfected water like around the footbath, and you disinfect yourself before entering, now you reduce the risk of diseases on your farm. You find that diseases don't just come, because once you disinfect yourself, the things that would bring diseases into the poultry farm, they are under control. So you help these birds not to fall sick, and that keeps the production high. If they have been laying eggs, they continue laying, because they will not have those regular sicknesses, and that helps you to save money, because the money that you will spend buying medicine, you keep it in your pocket as profit. And then another thing you look into, drinking water. I've always told people, these layers, they love drinking water. If you do not give them adequate drinking water, just know that they are not going to lay for you eggs as you expect them to, because once they be thirsty for a long time, they will not lay. So make sure you have clean water for these birds. Always change water. Don't leave water to take 2 days in the poultry house. If you have taken long, it should be 12 hours. Give these birds clean water, very fresh. Clean the drinkers regularly and wash them, and then give them fresh and clean water. In that, they will lay eggs. And then another thing, use multivitamins. Multivitamins also help in boosting the immunity, and also give them those nutrients that they lack in their bodies. So buy those multivitamins, egg boosters, and give your birds, and then in that you will boost the egg production in your layer farm. So many things that we can say on this. Also using home remedies, giving your birds like weeds and other herbs to help in getting yellow yolks and pigmentation of the yolk. Everything can be added into this video, but a few things I've shared, they can zero down, they can round off all other things that a farmer can do to get good production of eggs in their poultry farm. Thank you so much for watching. Like the video, share it with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe.